Howdy, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Faab Five campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM, and joining me around the virtual table today are Alyssa, Joe, Jeremy, Koines, and Kyle. Say hi, everyone.
Hola.
Everyone.
Okay. So don't forget that we have our holiday one-shot coming up in about 3 weeks. It's hosted by Joe Trotter here of the Fab Five and will feature players from both campaigns and a few friends of the show as well. You can stay tuned and up to date on all of our scheduling by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV and on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody. Okay, that should do it for the announcements. So join us as we dive into the world of Loroupa and continue on with the adventures of the Fab Five.
Goddamn Koines, that background.
And we're back. So when we last left off, the Fab Five was hot in pursuit of a glaive the group needed to save Bradfordshire from the wraiths currently plaguing it. It had been a difficult challenge, searching the city of Morak for clues, talking their way into the Underdark, and then ultimately stopping the attempted murder of an old dwarven archer named Elvis Presslor. The squad squared off against Liam's former master and his disciples, and ultimately killed quite a few of them, but alas, the tiefling wielding the glaive managed to escape from the Fab Five through the very same tunnel they had arrived through. Veil's familiar Jareth was closest on the tiefling's trail, but this also made him a target that was quickly taken out. Eloise, in her giant eagle form, dropped off Jortha to pursue, but since the tunnel was too small for her size, she elected instead to turn back and stay with Vulcan. Apollyon, Blood, Liam, and Veil all had their unique ways of trying to keep up with the Shadow Monk, but the tieflings somehow managed to stay ahead and eventually disappeared from their sight. Veil wanted to give up and return to the keep, but that opinion was not shared by the rest of the group, and they pressed on until they discovered a small cavern filled with giant mushrooms and a stream of clear water running through its center. The nimble Liam easily jumped across the stream with no trouble, but he landed a little too close to one of those mushrooms, which set off an explosion of spores that seemed to addle his mind and confuse him. Apollyon and Jortha attempted to cure Liam of his affliction by dunking his head in the cold water of the stream, but all this managed to accomplish was the monk losing his hat in the process. Blood from a Stone raged ahead of his friends after hearing the sound of screaming coming from a northeastern tunnel, and soon the rest of the group hurried to join him. And so, Fab Five. While the four of you are pursuing the Shadow Monk, Eloise and Vulcan transported the wounded Elvis inside of his keep and found a bed for him to rest in. The cautious Eloise kept an eye on the passage outside the room, while the dwarf and her father spoke about the connection between him and Grood. But as your eyes scanned the empty corridor of the finely hewn stone, a question comes to each of your minds. And that question is, who in the party would you trust the most with your life? And since Blood from a Stone is the one who rolled, why don't you go ahead and go first?
I don't know. I mean, I suppose Eloise would be the most likely to be able to save my life if it were in danger. But if it comes right down to it, I gotta go with my old buddy Apollyon. He and I have been together for a while now. He's watched my back as long as I've known him, so I'll go with the big red machine.
Fair enough.
That's right, baby!
And speaking of Apollyon, who do you trust the most with your life?
Definitely not Veil. But yeah, I'd have to say my old friend Blood from a Stone as well. Wait, like you said, he helped me escape from the Federation and those slavers, and we've been together ever since, watching each other's back.
Okay.
Would you at least trust your life with your death with Veil's on Veil? That didn't make sense. Would you at least trust your death to Veil, not your life?
Oh yeah, of course.
Because he'll bring you back.
Okay. Liam, how about you?
I'd probably pick Eloise. She's got no ulterior motives.
Yeah, that's a good point. She is much more of a carefree sort. Veil, who do you trust the most?
So Veil, with some incense and some charcoal in his hands, kind of maneuvering around, like lazily looking, he just says, "Jareth," obviously.
Sheriff. I suppose a familiar is somebody you could trust. Eloise, how about you?
Everyone. For different reasons.
Okay, like what?
Well, Apollyon would be really good at watching your back, and then Blood is really good at watching everything that's happening from really afar, and then Liam is really good at just kind of being anywhere he's needed. He's just like boom, 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 and then, well, Veil scares me.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Well then.
Besides, if they wanted me dead, I'd be dead a long time ago.
Yeah, probably. That is definitely true. Okay then, Eloise. You can still hear the voice of the dwarf named Elvis, speaking lowly to your father, who is currently bent over him, listening. The floor, walls, and ceiling are all made up of that same stone, carved with ornate scrollwork that would be beautiful in less stressful circumstances. The walls themselves are only about 7 feet tall, giving the space a very claustrophobic feeling. Your father had been forced to duck his head in to get around every single door inside this keep. While he and the dwarf converse, you have been keeping your head out of the door to keep an eye on the hallway beyond. You have not seen Grood since his earlier disappearance, but you know that he is somewhere out there. But since you are keeping a watch and being mindful, as you said at last session, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, my natural 20 from last time doesn't still hold.
Sorry.
Perception. 24!
24, not bad. You look down the hallway, watching for anything. A shadow, a flicker of movement, any sign that Grood is about to appear. You're so focused on making sure that nobody catches you unaware that you jump a little when you hear a voice filling your ears, almost as though they're speaking to you from behind your shoulder. The voice says, "Mitchell sends his regards." You turn your head sharply, looking back into the room. But all you see is Vulcan and Elvis in deep conversation. At first you don't recognize the voice. But as you think on it, your memory goes back to a little tea house in Port Valena and a blonde-haired human with a lute on his back. Now let me ask you something, Eloise. One of your possessions is an envelope of flyers that you got from Mitchell. Where do you keep that?
It's a pouch on my belt because I like to take handfuls and go wee.
Okay. Well, you begin to feel a strange sensation of warmth beginning to grow at that spot on your belt, Eloise. It's beginning to grow hotter and hotter with each passing second. What do?
I'll take it off of my belt and drop it on the floor, probably.
Well, the moment you pick it up, the thing opens, and as flames begin to ignite out from the envelope, burning with this bright greenish yellow fire. I need you to make a dex saving throw as you try to rip it off your belt and drop it to the floor.
17.
17 is exactly what you needed. You grab it off quickly as you feel the flames of this coming off of this thing begin to burn your hands as you rip it off of your belt and throw it down on the floor. You take 10 points of fire damage as you drop it to the ground, and the fire just begins to spread along the outer edge of the pouch and grows higher and higher with each passing second. These bright greenish yellow flames.
I'm gonna try to use my ice breath against it.
You're using your ice breath against it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
Interesting. So as this fire is raging in the middle of this little room that the three of you are standing in, you hear your father kind of calling out in alarm. Presslor himself is screaming too. What the hell is going on here? Just as this flame ignites higher and higher, starting to burn the rug that you're standing on. Go ahead and roll your ice breath.
11.
11 points of cold damage. You bend over, opening your mouth, and just unleash this frost breath that comes from your draconic nature down onto this fire. It's beginning to put it out a little bit, but it's not enough to take out the full thing. Some of the pouch is beginning to frost over.
Frostbite.
Vulcan probably too jumps up, seeing your actions, and starts casting the ray of frost as well down on it, or whatever it is, the frost beam that you both have.
Frostbite. I have frostbite. I don't know what he has.
I gave him whatever you had, so it's the same.
Okay.
Thing. So the two of you together are kind of just focusing down, trying to hit this ice down on this thing over and over and over again through several rounds until eventually the flames are put out. You look down now on the ground as this ice-covered, frost-covered floor. What's left of the pouch of envelopes is little more than a little tattered husk of leather that's singed all over. All the flyers are gone, burnt away.
Okay. Well, that's... Yup. Okay.
Eloise, Vulcan stands up and looks over at you once the fires are out, and he says, "Dragonfly, what just happened?"
I think tomorrow, after we kind of take a rest, I think I might try to send an animal messenger to Mitchell, because it was his pouch.
Oh, the guy you signed a contract with?
Uh-huh. I heard a voice in my head, but it wasn't Mitchell. It was this blonde guy that we met. I don't know. I want to make sure he's okay. Mitchell, not the blonde guy.
Yeah, the Goliath is kind of looking at you concerned now.
But, I mean, I guess technically the pouch is empty, so my terms of the contract are fulfilled?
Was it supposed to... I assume it wasn't supposed to bust out into flames, Dragonfly.
He didn't mention that as a possibility, no. But, I mean, magic is weird. And it's not always perfect, so... I'm just gonna send him a message tomorrow.
Vulcan kind of nods a little bit and says, might want to do that, Dragonfly.
And then with my boot, I'm just gonna kind of like brush the burnt pouch underneath the rug.
Underneath the burnt
Yep.
rug.
Yep. Just gonna, out of sight.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Blood from a stone. You are crouching at the edge of a large rock face towards the center of a rough rock chamber, about 60 feet by 45 feet across. There are tunnels to the east, northeast, and northwest of your current position, and you can see a bit of orangish light that you recognize as lava coming from the passage to the northwest. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Off advantage. Perception. Hopefully it's a good one.
While he's doing that, Apollyon,
18.
Liam... I don't know where... I don't see where Vera's token. Vale's token is down there just on the other side of the river. He's still in the mushroom chamber. Apollyon, you and Liam and Jortha are kind of at the edge of that chamber, looking at Blood from a Stone, who's been crouching down here, scoping ahead. With your 18 perception, Blood, you can hear the sound of fire crackling from that general direction. You can also see something on the floor, just at the edge of your vision. The end of a shiny metal tube, about an inch wide.
Wonder if that could be our glaive. I suppose he'll approach as quietly as he can up to this edge of it.
Okay.
See if he can't get a better, closer look.
Go ahead and make a stealth check. While you're doing that, moving closer, Liam and Apollyon, what are the two of you doing?
Being confused.
That reminds me, Liam. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
That's a 1.
Okay. So, for this round, the creature uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign a direction to each die face. You cannot take an action this turn.
Gotcha. All right. 1 is going to be north, and then we'll go clockwise around for the rest of the numbers, like that.
Sounds good.
All right, so I move directly into this wall, but I think logically I'd go around the wall if I'm not completely stupid. Like, you tell me.
I'll allow you to go around the wall a little bit.
All right, and I peace out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go my full movement, you said?
Your full movement.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Oh, great. I can see stuff.
Indeed, you can.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Wait,
Oh
what?
no, you
45.
cannot.
You don't
take
have to-
You're not taking
you
an
don't have to-
action.
I don't
you
have to dash.
No,
Okay.
you do not
I was just
take an action.
curious. Okay. I was going by what I thought it meant. All right, that's where I am. That's my turn.
Yep. So at the end of your turn, you walked forward, basically of your body moving on its own accord. When you stop with your dark vision, you look ahead and you see a shape. A humanoid in appearance. At least it stands up on two legs and it seems to have two arms. But as the head turns towards you, you see
Damn it.
many eyes.
And then I believe wisdom save at the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, yes, wisdom save.
Was it
All right.
Constitution?
All I know so far is I got to beat a 14. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was it wisdom or constitution?
I'm looking right now. Give me one
Okay.
I
second.
can't remember what you were having to roll because I remember it was something you were.
No, sorry, it
mildly
is a
complaining
con
about.
saving throw. Con
Save. Okay. $18. 18 save?
God, I hope so.
Yes, 18 does save. Finally free.
I was gonna say I can't do too much better than that.
Yeah, finally free of this. You cannot do anything else. You can't even talk, but you feel your mind finally clear of the spores.
I had a 26 stealth earlier
Okay,
and an
Apollyon,
18 perception.
what were you doing? Go ahead and take your turn, Apollyon, real quick, and Veil as well.
Okay. Yeah. I saw Liam run off, so I'm gonna kind of run up to this opening here in the tunnel. And get to right there. And what do I see? I see. Can you describe this big room again?
Well, there's a rock shaped like a dick.
Basically, what you can see, blood went off to the left. I went up to the north.
Okay, so the room itself that you're in is about 20 feet tall, 60 feet wide by 5 foot. In the center, there's two large stone columns that kind of come up about 5-6 feet, but then break away, leaving a much more flat upper ledge.
Like
There's
a plateau?
Yeah, like a plateau. There's quite a few large piles of stone in various spots throughout the room. The walls themselves are fairly smooth and look as though natural. You cannot see blood from where you're standing. You do know that Liam turned off to the right somewhere and ran off in this general direction. Jortha,
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna go to the north if I didn't see blood.
Okay. Jortha moved into this room right here and is kind of taking position down here.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna go up until I can see Liam here. Wait up, buddy. I'm coming.
Okay. And then Veil, what were you doing during this time?
I'm just gonna move 60 feet to right here, so I'm gonna dash as my action.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, so Blood stealthing made his way over there and glanced down in this general direction. And now that you're looking down there, Blood from a Stone, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Oof. Still 11.
Yeah, still 11. What you can see is a chamber that has a flow of lava running through the center of it. There seems to be a blackened husk of something, you're not quite sure what, down near the edge of the lava. And in the center, I'll allow it with an 11. You can see that the glaive is laying on the ground, halfway down a slope leading towards the lava.
Alright.
However, since Liam, you do see those creatures, and that one does see you, at that moment, all of you hear a loud, raspy sound. And I need you all to roll for initiative.
Damn, I went off such a good initiative for like 3 straight rounds.
Oh boy. I can't do anything because Eloise doesn't know.
That's what happens when you split the party, girl.
What?
Because I was going to leave my dad possibly at the
14.
mercy of Grood alone.
Okay, so I literally think there's something wrong with my initiative because I had advantage and I got a natural 1.
You got a 10. You see, when you get that 1, when you have the advantage on it, it's always going to make it look red regardless. But you really got a 7 and you're 3. So it's, yeah, I know why.
Oh,
It's
so I rolled a
weird.
1 and a 7. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, if you go and look at it, you'll see the little weird, formula it's got there. It's got a 1 and a 7 plus the 3.16.
Yeah, the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Eloise, your dad would have been fine. He's like brothers with Grood. They would never hurt each other.
Sure.
You keep telling yourself that.
Well, if Roll20 would finish loading for me, I'd have this all set up, but...
After Liam kept telling us how dangerous Grood is, sure, yeah, Eloise is definitely comfy with leaving her father all alone.
Every time I tell somebody how badass he is, they're all like, it's okay, I'm a badass. I'm all like, no, you don't get it.
No, I kept saying, I was like, shit, he is a monk and a barbarian. It's like, those are 2 very nasty things to put together. Why did you do that?
Blame my subconscious. I don't know. Matt kept pushing me for answers. I created a badass backstory with a meaner master than me.
I
Shit.
don't like the names of these things you're rolling for.
Ettercap or Eatercap?
I don't know what an ettercap is, but a phase spider, those things, fuck. I know what those are.
You don't know what any of this is. You're looking at a glaive and lava, buddy.
That's what I'm just saying. I know those are a bitch to fight, so as soon as I fucking find it, I know it's not going to be fun.
Well,
And Blood's the one with the sending stone.
And you have the other one.
Yeah. But until you find out, you can't tell me shit.
So let's get some good music going on here.
Oh boy.
Ugh. I think it'd take you too long to get here anyway.
Probably. And I don't have any more wild shapes to get here fast.
There we go. That sounds nice. Okay.
Oh fuck, I go first too. Can I? I guess would I know from what direction I heard this fucking sound?
You can make a perception check as your bonus action to determine that.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Did he hear the spiders all the way over there?
He said everybody heard that. Whatever that screech was. Yeah. It's taking its time. 14.
Hard to tell, honestly. Considering this is a big stone cavern in the middle of the Underdark, a lot of sounds echo. You know it definitely came from behind you, but you're not sure where it came beyond that.
Alright, shit. Well, seeing the charred thing, I don't necessarily want to go into there just yet. Not knowing what's in this room.
Come on. Come on.
He'll whisper back to Jortha. It's like, the glaive is right there, but what the fuck was just behind us? Where did everybody else go?
I'm going to allow her to at least point in the direction behind her.
Oh, god damn it. The glaive, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Let's take care of this problem first. hopefully she won't be stupid and just run into a room by herself. But this is Matt, so he's gonna make her do that, and it's gonna suck. So yeah,
This is Matt. He could also make the glaive slide into the lava. Consider your options, dude.
Well,
I did say that it was a slope going down towards the lava.
That's saving an entire town right there. Don't use that to weigh your opinion one way or the other.
All right. I will. I guess it's right here.
It is right there.
All right. Well, I'll run in, grab it because I guess can I get a free action to grab it to pick that up?
I'll allow you that. Yeah.
All right. So that was 20 to get there.
Well, as you're walking up towards that, there was something that killed that husk of a body down there by the lava. You see from the lava rise 3 large shapes, moving upward in the pool towards the shore.
Okay.
Which I'm going to show you right here.
Lava spiders.
Why do we gotta be lava spiders? What are those?
So what you see rising up is almost snake-like in appearance. If a snake had arms and a movable head,
So
it looks like a naga, like a naga caught on fire.
Like a giant salamander?
Yes, it is exactly a salamander. Long and snake-like in appearance, but made up completely of red scales and flames kind of licking off of their back.
Well, those are fun. All right,
They are.
That was 20 to get there. So I'll use another 10 to get back, and then I'm going to use my action to dash since I already used my bonus action for my perception. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I'm getting up to here with the rest of the movement. And I'm just going to, as I run past, I'll say to Jordan, I was like, oh, shit coming this way! Fucking run! Let's go!
Well, glaive in hand, you go running back as the salamander is beginning climbing up onto the shore. Luckily, you were just far enough away that they could not reach you for a reaction. But you do know that 3 more things are coming that direction.
A glaive would be a strength-based weapon, right?
It is.
Okay, I just want, because I wouldn't get to use its properties, but if I had to swing it, I just want to know it's not going to work well with me. So he's just got it. He's just hold on to it for somebody else.
Okay. Next in turn order, we have the odd-looking humanoid that has a spider's head and features. It is an ettercap. And as it clicks its mandibles, it's looking directly at you. It's the one that you saw, Liam. The one that looked directly at you.
Yeah.
It moves its mandibles, clacking in a very hungry-like face.
Good thing I didn't use up all of my key points already. Good stuff.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of movement. It comes
attack of
right
opportunity on it real quick.
Go for it.
Oh wait, no, that's with my quarterstaff. I have my flail out. Never mind.
Okay. So, as it comes running up towards you, it reaches its arm up to slash at you with these gigantic 3-pronged claws. That's a 7, which does not hit, of course. And then it reaches forward with those giant mandibles, trying to bite at you. But that's a 6. So.
Not surprised yet.
That ain't shit. But, Liam, it's your turn.
Oh, delightful. Okay. With the flail out, 2 quick strikes. 17 and a 25.
Oh yeah, both hit.
10 plus 18, 28 damage on the first round there. Unarmed strike, and I'll kick off of it. 15 hit?
Yes, 15 does hit.
That's good.
All right, another 8, so a total of 36 points of damage.
Good boy.
And I am backing up, seeing Apollyon there. You still owe me a hat! And I'll stand right there with Apollyon.
That Ettercap is looking hurt as you've smashed it once, twice with a flail, twisting around to hit it with your unarmed strike. You've left huge gashes in its carapace and burn scorches along its hide. It is not looking pretty at all.
Now I'll tag Apollyon because I know he's going to finish it off.
Okay. Next up, Necthros Veil. What you doing, bud?
All right, so I'm going to use my movement to get to here, 30 feet. I see this thing right there. I'm going to raise my finger and attempt to toll the dead.
Well, it rolled a 5, so that's definitely a failure.
So it's going to be 13 necrotic damage.
With the 13 necrotic damage, that bell tolls, and the thing just screeches out in agony as it drops down to the ground, dead.
And I turn to Liam and I say, "That's called cherry picking."
You're gonna have to explain that to me.
I pretty much got him up to the cherry, and he just got all the glory, is what he's saying.
Kill steals. Okay. Kill steals.
He did all. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He did all the work, and I just kind of finished it off.
Okay, that's it for Vale's turn. Next up, let's see here. How much movement do these guys have?
Good God.
5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. You see in the distance a mass swarm of spiders, just a huge mountain of them coming up down the hall in a swarm. They seem to be climbing over themselves in a little bit of a heap.
Gross.
That's it for their turn. Next up, we have another Ettercap. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of movement right there. Okay. Seeing this grouping down there, it breathes a deep breath and spits this large mound of goop towards your group. Let's see here. It is shooting its web at you. So it's shooting at you, like right in front of you, Apollyon. Wait a minute. No, this is different. This works different, doesn't it? Yeah, sorry. So the shot comes right at you, Apollyon, but a 14 misses, and you duck down as it goes flying over your head and just splats onto the wall, creating this mess, a web of goop on the wall right behind you, right about here.
Ooh, that was a close one.
And it's now your turn, Apollyon. So what would you like to do?
Damn nasty spider things. Get some. I'm going to enter a rage as my bonus action. and I get to instinctive pounce to also move up to half my speed as part of that bonus action.
I like it.
So I get to move 20. So that'll get me there as I rip off my wife beater and growl up to the ceiling, echoing down this chamber in the Underdark, and I leap forward. I crush this dead what are they called? Ettercaps? Ettercap, and then spring off his body into an attack on the next one.
I like it.
I'll attack recklessly to gain advantage.
Damn right you will.
Why have I never
And-
pictured him in a fucking wife beater before?
21 is definitely going to hit.
Track pants on too, maybe.
No, we already established he's got a
Oh
loincloth.
god, yeah, because he's got the meat and potatoes have to air out. I forgot.
That's a total of 17 damage with my rage bonuses.
Nice.
Damn.
And I will attack again.
My physical attacks, I'd have to do like 40 of them to get that much damage.
21.
Yeah, 21's going to hit again.
No, my physical attacks, I said.
Oh, you can still get
Another
snake on
16
physical
damage.
attacks.
No, it's well. I
Another-
guess I have my slashes. Yeah.
Another 16 points of damage. This Ettercap is looking pretty damn hurt as those 2 slashes from that scimitar cut deeply through its carapace.
I was thinking of my claws. 1d4 minus 1.
Get some spider jabronis. Alright, that's all I got.
Okay. That's it for Apollyon. Next up, another swarm of spiders comes crawling out from this nest. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Skittering along the wall and down onto the floor. Apollyon, you can see another big group of these spiders coming swarming towards you. Next up, another Ettercap. Let's see, he's got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of movement. It's going to be using a different ability. This one shoots a rope-like web out from its mouth, trying to wrap itself around your neck, Apollyon. But that's a 14, so
Oh,
I assume
shit.
that misses.
Yeah, that's gonna miss me.
Webgarot. I love
That
it.
is, I want that. God damn, why couldn't I think of that for a fucking move name? God, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is a cool attack.
Yeah, that's it for his turn. But yeah, that would have 100% had you choked. I love it. Now
He
we-
might like that though.
Ooh, choked me, daddy.
God damn it! Why did?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Autoerotic asphyxiation is not that uncommon, guys.
Let's see. Okay.
God. Oh, not these guys. No.
Everyone's gonna get a chance sooner or later, man.
Oh, I know, but these things. Oh.
Matt's turning the tables. We were doing the chasing. Now we're gonna be running here in a second.
Yep, that's definitely true. As a bonus action, it comes shifting through the plains and appears right there behind Apollyon. It is now going to make its bite attack as it appears right behind you, Apollyon. 23.
23 hits. You did 2 for advantage, right? Because it has advantage on me.
Oh, I did not, but I will. Yeah, just regular. But thank you for the reminder. Okay. So I'm going to need you to make a con saving throw, please. You take 10 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison damage. I'm sorry, you take the poison damage on the failed save or half on the successful. So give me a con saving throw, please.
Oh, I gotta think his con's got a pretty big plus.
Do I get advantage on? I'm sorry, I'm reading Rage.
It's
Okay, I
on
only get
strength.
advantage on Strength.
Oh, but you've got the belt of dwarven kind. That should give you advantage against poison. Doesn't matter.
I don't need
That doesn't
advantage.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
Okay. So yeah, 10 points of piercing damage halved because you're raging, and 5 points of poison damage because you halved the poison.
That's a nasty bite you got there, but mine's worse.
Oh no, you didn't?
The rest of the turn, I'm going to have the spiders kind of move outward.
Not yet.
Right about there. Right about there. Let's see, last eder cap. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right there next to Apollyon again. He's making 2 attacks on Apollyon.
Hashtag ain't never scared.
Yeah, ain't never scared. Here's his bite attack. That's an 11, which misses. Claw attack is a 10. Oh yeah, advantage on them. But they don't.
Damn.
God.
No, that's it.
Yeah, these are pathetic. Okay. Second eder cap comes swarming around Apollyon, swinging wildly, trying to bite him, but Apollyon just easily dodges back out of the way, even with the face spider hung up on his back. With that turn, we have the salamanders, who had seen blood from a stone, run up, grab the glaive, and run off. They're definitely interested. No doubt about that. They have 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right there. Yep. They'll use its action to dash. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20 feet, crawling right up over this this big block of wood. It kind of slithers up along it, and you just see it there poised, looking down at you, blood from a stone. Uses its action to move.
How high is that thing?
It's only 5 feet. He's right
Okay.
on you. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 right there. It sees Jortha. Last one. I'm just going to go ahead and move right up there. And that's pretty good. So 3 salamanders have come out of that lava-filled room, chasing you, blood from a stone. One has spotted Jortha. One is directly next to you, but did not have an action to do anything. The last one's following closely behind. So, at the top of the turn order, blood from a stone.
Yeah, well, I'm going to disengage so I can move away. So it's 10, 20. At least get to here. I'm just going to turn around and take a shot at him. Where is my... Oh, there it is. It's 19.
19 will hit.
And I don't get the sneak because he can't see me. And I didn't do anything else, so... well, that's mighty 8 points there.
8 points of damage to the salamander. You line up your shot and you hit him, and it hits his shoulder, and he just kind of moves back a little bit, but the thing glowers at you with that angular, almost dragon-like face. It doesn't look happy.
I bet it's not. That's all I can do.
Okay. Next up, we have one of the Ettercaps. Or that's the Ettercap that died. So never mind. Salamander in the middle. Moves up 5'10". Has to climb a little bit, but I believe it can do that. Yes, it can. Climbs up over that there. This is going to be considered rough terrain. So 30 feet of movement right up there. It sees you, Blood from a Stone, and it hefts what appears to be a very large spear in its hand. He aims, looking directly at you, and as it does, the flames around the body of the salamander seems to burn along the spear as well. And he just launches it at you.
Is there a rider on the salamander?
No.
The salamander's throwing a spear?
Yes.
Snap.
Yeah, 23 will hit.
Okay. 8 piercing and 4 points of fire damage as it pierces directly in your side.
He's gonna uncanny dodge.
Charmander.
Uncanny dodge to half that?
Yeah.
Okay, 6 points of damage instead. That's it for that one. Next off is the one that saw Jortha, and it moves forward directly towards her. Close up, it gets 2 attacks. $17 does hit. So 13 points of damage. Oof. Second with the tail. That's a 14, which misses. Whew. God damn, she got lucky there. She is not looking great. She was stabbed by that spear, and it pulls out. She just yells a little bit, and she clutches the wound in her side that cauterized a little bit as it came out from the fire. That was not pleasant for her. I should. I just realized I don't have Jortha in initiative.
Yeah, just roll her in and give her a turn before mine, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, well, it is before mine. She should get 2 turns then, but okay.
I'm going to go ahead and give her 2 turns because I didn't give her one last round. So, let's see.
Bitch thinks she can show me up?
Just to give her her turns, let's see here. She's seeing the 3 of these things, and she's kind of cursing herself because all 3 of them could very easily kill her. She's using one of her 2 remaining key points to Step of the Wind to disengage. She's going to then move her full movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Runs up next to you, Blood, and grabs you by the shirt, and she says, "We need to get out of here. You have the glaive, right?"
I do, but we can't leave everybody behind. Trust me, I want to look at me. I ain't much to look at.
She scowls a little bit, and she says, "The river.
Yeah, that might work.
They can't they would not be able to cross it."
We gotta get them to follow us then. Oh, god damn it, gotta do something stupid. Alright.
Okay, she's gonna... Yeah, she is going to hold her action. Her scimitar is in her hand in case any of these things come towards the 2 of you. She's gonna be there ready to swing. As you're saying, don't keep going, so she's not gonna use her action to run.
Oh, you're gonna put that juju on me, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
She's like paper mache, though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so that's since I mean, yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
Yeah.
So okay, that's fine. Liam.
Well, my plan was to bolt before Apollyon decided all challengers are welcome. So I'm sticking with my buddy here. He's surrounded. I'm not just gonna leave him alone. Could I get advantage since this thing is concentrated on Polly?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right. All right. Flame tongue, flame liquor. 17 and a 15 to the phase spider.
Let's see here. Yes, both hit.
Beautiful.
Don't have much AC, these guys.
All right, 20 plus 14, 34 points of damage there.
So, go Liam, real quick.
Yeah.
It has 32 hit points. So, why don't you go ahead and tell me how this looks?
All right, so I see this thing harassing Apolly, and I go over there. He still owes me a hat! And I turn into this like windmill of flame tongue flail that just starts spinning around me. It looks like I'm swinging downward, but then I go with the motion of it, coming around doing 2 overhand like swats to this thing, spinning my body while I do it, just whacking it twice, real fucking good.
And as you smash this thing like a boot down on a spider, the thing crumples down to the ground, and it is dead.
Polly, we got to go! Jeez, all I've got left is a bonus action. I cleared his path. Fuck. I used 20 feet of movement to get there. Gonna use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Seeing all this. Spending a key point for Step of the Wind. And getting the fudge out of the way. Can I, by any chance, grab that glaive off of Blood's back while I'm passing by him?
I feel like that's a lot.
Okay, fair enough. I just saw that he had it, but I was super surprised by it.
Yep,
I want that glaive.
You saw it as you were jumping over him doing a flip, but you did not have enough time to grab it.
I've wanted that glaive since I wrote this backstory at the beginning of the game. Yes, I want that glaive.
Hey, you don't get to keep it though.
I didn't even get to use it when I first had it. I understand the repercussions of my actions.
Anyway, Veil, it is your turn now. So what are you doing?
I see the salamanders coming in from the left, the spiders coming in from the right, and I just yell to Apollyon, "Get the hell out of here!" And Veil's going to start running. At the very least, we should make a pinch point so we're not getting attacked from 2 fronts.
Or get these things to fight each other, yeah.
30. Alright, that's my movement. And with my action, I'm going to just look at Liam and just kind of watch his eyes follow me as I cast mirror image on myself, and 3 other images of me appear.
I like
3
it.
duplicates appear.
William
And,
thinks to
and
himself,
that's
did I have too much to drink today?
Or not enough.
Or not enough.
And that's my turn.
Okay. With that, we come to the salamander who first saw you, Blood from a Stone. It is going to be moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to right here. And I'm doing this that way because I really just want to let Jortha have her swing. So I'm going to allow it. Let her have something.
Before she dies? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that was a 22, which does hit. doing 4 points of slashing damage.
Doesn't
So
she get
useful.
2 attacks?
She does, yes, actually, because she is a high enough monk. That is a 21, which does also hit. 5 more points of slashing damage. Not too terrible.
Better.
Okay, that was her held action. Now for the salamander's turn. It raises up on the back of that serpentine body, rising higher and higher as its arms grab onto the spear that was on the ground. As it grabs onto it, you just see the spearhead begin to glow bright red with fire as it stabs down towards you, Blood from a Stone. And that's a 23 to hit.
What do you think? He's fucking rogue.
Yeah. So 13 points of damage, 10 piercing, and 3 fire.
Let's see what the second one is, and I'll pick one uncanny.
Okay. You got to choose beforehand.
Well, no, it's because I can see what the other hit is. I can uncanny dodge it. Because they're both going to fucking hit.
Yeah, they're both going to
obviously.
hit. Well,
I'll do the
it's
second one.
okay. So 11. So yeah, 5 points
13
of
plus
bludgeoning. 13 plus 5.
Do you want to add it all together and make it 16, or you want to do it 5 and 2?
Yeah, that's fine. 16 points of damage, and I need you and you are currently grappled by the tail as it wraps around and stabs into you. Or I'm sorry, it's bludgeoning. Just wraps around you and crushes you.
Hooray.
So you are currently grappled.
So it's 13 plus...
Next off, we have the Ettercap that is right in front of you, Apollyon. You've heard all of your friends yelling to come back and get away. This Ettercap is attacking first with its bite. That's a 14, which misses. And the claws is a 20.
Has advantage. 20 doesn't hit, though.
The 24 does. Oof. So that's a critical on the bite, which is the only thing that actually hits.
Okay.
Okay. So it pierces...
23.
It pierces into you for 23 points of damage. Let's see, so 10 piercing halved, so that would be 5. And then 12 points of poison damage. And you are and I need you to make a con saving throw, please. Okay. You do save, so you are not poisoned, but you do still take the damage.
This thing comes up and sinks its teeth into me, and then I go, "Oh no, you didn't!"
Hellish Rebuke. Okay, that is a dex save. 8, which is a failure. So, as you
fire
yell,
damage.
as you do that snap and say, "Oh no, you didn't," flames burst out of you, ripping into this Ettercap, burning him, and he just falls backward, a charred husk, dead.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's it for its turn. The swarm of spiders that was laying nearby just seems to crawl over the body of the Ettercap, running towards you, Apollyon.
Yep.
It just literally comes running up towards you, engulfing you, wrapping around. It is using its swarm ability. It can occupy another creature's space and vice versa. So it is currently right in the same space as you, and you just begin to feel these spiders beginning to bite down on you. But a 19, I believe, does not hit. But oh, wait a minute, he has advantage. But 12 still does not hit.
Nope. No hits.
But you are currently swarmed with these insects. It is now your turn, Apollyon. So what do you want to do?
All right. I'm going to draw this on the table.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm going to take one step to the right, and yeah, I guess I would hit everybody. Would it hit the one that's on me?
Not the. It depends. I did say they're swarming over you right now, so you could.
What does that ability actually do?
It basically just occupies the same space as you.
Well, can I like brush them off as a free action so that they're on the ground and I can hit them with an attack?
Yeah, I'd say so. You can probably step out. It doesn't actually say you can't, and I'm not going to be too nitpicky about it.
All right. Well, I'm trying to hit these guys with my frightening breath to frighten them all away.
You can either hit. Are you? If you're trying to hit both the ettercaps, you could not hit the swarm. You could either hit an ettercap in the swarm, or the two ettercaps. You wouldn't have the angle to hit them both. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'll allow it.
Are you sure? I'm trying to like see where I can position. It's up to you.
I'm not too concerned about it. These aren't like it's not a huge issue. You're fine. Go ahead.
I feel like Apollyon's gonna kind of like rake them all up off of his chest, like move his arm up his chest and like grab them all and then like fling them into the air and then like breathe all this stuff out.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow it. I'm not too concerned about it. It's my fucking world. Go for it.
All right, let's do it. That's a DC 17. Sorry, Constitution the first time? Yes,
Yep.
Constitution saving throw.
Well, that's a nat 20 from
God.
the spiders, which is ridiculous. But yeah, it worked. They saved. The two ettercaps didn't, though.
Okay, and so they now need the ones that failed now need to roll a Constitution or a Wisdom save. I'm sorry, Wisdom save.
That's a 21 and a 14.
All right, so the 14 double fails.
Okay, so what does this do?
The swarm of spiders took half damage, so 8 damage.
Okay.
The ettercap, the other guy took the full 17 thunder damage, and then the ettercap that failed a second time is frightened for 1d4 minus 1 round.
Okay, so we're going to say the guy in the back is the frightened one.
3
so
rounds.
3 rounds. Dang, I can't believe I only got one of them with that, though. I was trying to like get it so a couple of them would have to like run away.
Dude, I want special abilities that have 2 fucking saves. God damn you, man. Just awesome.
More opportunity for the enemy to save.
Yeah, but still, I'm jealous. Blood special ability is 1d4 minus 1 on its claws.
Okay. So
I can only do this once for long rest.
This thunderous force comes ripping through out of your mouth, Apollyon, striking both the spiders and the two ettercaps as well. One of them just looks absolutely terrified, screeches in fright, and seems to be wanting to back away. The other Not so much. They seem to be fine, as is the spiders. Do the spiders take any damage? They took half, right?
Yeah, anybody who passed the first save took half damage.
Perfect. Okay. So we're good to go.
And then for my movement, I'll get the fuck out of there.
Okay, moving out, you are going to have the attacks of opportunity. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. That's a 16, which does not hit. And a 10, which does not hit.
Nope. Alright, I get out of there.
Okay.
Turn around and see a giant monster. Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Well, next up we have the Ettercap that just became absolutely terrified of you, and it is going to be using its full movement to run the fuck away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
There's like a little trail of spider silk follow behind it because it's like peeing its pants.
Yeah, a little bit. I like it.
Little trail web. Yellow web.
5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15.
How he distinguishes what kind of web it is.
More spiders seem to be coming down that hall, chasing after you, Apollyon.
God damn it.
10, 15, 20.
We gotta go, guys. We gotta go. They are really pissed off.
Indeed they are. Next one is going to be moving down this way as well. This one shifts into the ethereal plane.
Of course it does.
And that's it. The last Ettercap moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Full movement there. Action to move again. Runs right up to you, Apollyon, and is just clinging to your back, trying to stay with you. Blood from a stone. You're up next.
Shouldn't Jortha with her 25 be going before me?
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why it's...
Maybe it didn't reorder since the last time you added her in, maybe?
Maybe.
Nice catch, though.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's see. What is Jortha going to be doing? Yeah, she's going to step forward 1 movement. She's going to be taking 2 swings with her scimitar at the thing there. It's a 19 and a 15. Both do hit. So 9 more points of damage on the salamander. She's just slashing through it with her scimitar. Twists around, uses that last key point of hers to disengage. And as she's stepping backward, you just hear her blood yell to you, "Flee, you fool!" 5, 10... 15,
Blood's
20,
held by a tail, and he's going,
25.
"What do you think I want to do?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Fly, you fools.
Yeah, you like that? Okay, Blood, your turn now.
Would that perchance be an acrobatics to get out of the tail? Could he, like, slither his little skinny cat body to get out of this thing?
Let's see. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappled effect, such as a creature being hurled
I've
away.
just seen some of those abilities like to break it, like either an acrobatics or a athletics check.
Let me
But
see
I
what
was just curious
ability
which one you would
here.
allow. I mean, at this point, Blood he's not looking good.
Well, first things first is since you are in contact with a body of this creature, its tail's wrapped around you. First thing that happens at the beginning of your turn is you take 11 points of fire damage. You are currently grappled, but yes, you can try to make either an athletics or an acrobatics to get away.
Yeah, so this is the worst he's been since the incident with his brother. He's that freaked out. And so he's just screaming and clawing, and he's probably shouting this time. He goes, 2, we got to get out of here. We're going to die if we don't get out of here, 2. Just he's in another place right now.
Mm-hmm.
So his mind is fucking gone. And that's 22.
Yeah, 22 is going to do it. You wiggling as hard as you can, you manage to slip free of the coils and jump out, getting away from the salamander.
And then, yeah, he'll disengage. It's 15. 30 up to here, and I guess since he disengaged his bonus action, he couldn't drink a potion right now. So yeah, he's sitting at the mercy of. Yeah, he's fucked up.
What you might be surprised to see is there's 3 or 4 veils right now.
Yeah. Well,
that is true.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, I don't know what that would do to him. Considering he's in a fucked up place and he doesn't like elves, what would that do to him?
Half drow, man, come on.
Hey, he's still an elf, though.
Okay.
So then you're surrounded by Jortha and 4 half drow, and you're
Yeah.
just in hell. Have fun.
10, 15,
So he's probably still calling out for 2, saying it's like, we got to get out of here, not 2. It's like, we're not going to live.
You can see Veil. Another one of those salamanders begins crawling along the wall, peeking its head around the corner in this area where filling that little corridor right now. The one next to it is coming up as well, but it's holding its position right up here, kind of watching. It saw the rest of the group run down, but its people are in its way. Liam, it's now your turn.
Okay, well, seeing that not as many people are following me as I was hoping would be, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, I'm going to move 35 up to here, see these 2 things, realize this was a bad decision, pull out my longsword, because I don't think Flame Tongue Flail is going to do much against fire demons, and take a slash at each. Oh, shit, not advantage, my bad. 23 and a 24, though.
Yeah, but both hit.
All right, first one's to the north, second to the south. 12 and 9.
12 and 9, okay. So you said you're doing both of them?
Yeah, I'm taking a shot at both of them.
I will say the other one, like I said, was kind of crawling around the wall on the side of it. You can't take a slash. I'm just letting you know that it's kind of high.
Oh, this one I can't take a slash?
No, you can. You can still hit it. I'm just saying he's like on the wall a little bit above you, and while the other one is on the ground in front of you. I was just trying to give you a bit of a visual.
Do either one of them look worse for wear? Can I ask that?
Yeah, the one to the north of you, this one here, definitely looks much more injured.
Well, then we'll take both the strikes to that one.
Okay.
So yeah, 21 to that one.
Yep, 21 points of damage to it. You slash twice with your long sword, cutting deeply through this creature. As you do, you made oh crap! I forgot to do that with Jortha as well. So that's my.
I saw her not taking fire damage. I hate you so much.
I know it's because I forgot to.
Well, that would have changed. All right, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
We'll roll it now.
I am.
Yeah, give me 2 fire burns.
Yeah, Jortha is looking seriously hurt as well.
Is that both rolls, or is there a second roll?
That was her roll.
Oh, for her. Okay.
First one for you is a 7.
Okay.
Second is a 6.
Okay. Just pissed off right now. I'm taking damage. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Unarmed strike. I gotta take that off. Sorry. 22.
22 does hit.
All right. All to the same one. Another 10 bludgeoning.
10 more points of damage.
Still
And-
standing?
yeah.
Asshole.
And you take
Yeah,
9 points of
another
fire
9.
damage.
Beautiful.
They're fairly hardy. Fire.
She got the fucking easy roll. Fucking bitch. Alright, then I'll take my 1 attack of opportunity and get 20 feet out of there.
Okay. With that was a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
9 points of piercing and 4 of fire.
Ouch. It's always fun to take damage when you're dealing damage. Thanks
It
for
is.
letting me know that before I took my turn so I could make an educated decision.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Next off, we have Veil. What you gonna do?
First off, I'm gonna do my movement, or actually, I'm going to target this guy who's been getting hit with the Toll the Dead. Yeesh.
So unlike that one, you hope he saves, I guess?
No, either
No,
way,
it's
Yeah,
the
either
second
way.
one regardless. Yeah.
He does not save, so 5 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
So it's regardless, but okay, I see.
Yeah. So what it is if he is not damaged, he takes one
first one, yeah.
damage. If he is damaged, he takes the other one.
Yeah, he gets an extra D. It's an extra D12, or it's a D12 if he's damaged. Yeah.
Do his
2d12.
images move with him?
Yes.
Well, he can have them do anything he wants.
Yeah.
They can stay there or move with him? Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
they can even go in other directions as long as he can, I guess, see where they're going.
Wait, no, I don't think that works like that.
I thought
What spell is it? Pop it up real quick.
the mirror image.
Mirror image. Hold on, I'll pull it up for you.
I'm pretty sure that one just
Or maybe
creates
it's
3
maybe
spectral
create
things
duplicate is the
that
one I'm
makes
saying.
it.
It makes me like weave. It makes it look like it's weaving in and out of me, and you don't know
Yeah.
which one.
So it makes
maybe
him
it's
harder to hit.
I think it's create
Yeah.
duplicate or something like that's the one I'm thinking of.
Invoke duplicity, maybe.
Maybe that's it. Yeah. I know it's a trickster domain that has it.
Okay. Is that it for your turn, Vale?
Yes.
Okay. It's the salamander's turn, the one that's been taking quite a bit of damage, and it roars in pain. It's been taking quite a bit of it. It seems to be screeching and roaring to its companion, the one next to it. They seem to be kind of pushing each other back and forth a little bit, and it slithers around, and your group can no longer see it as it slithers away. After that, that's that guy. He's dead. This one, 5, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. It is swarming up towards you, Apollyon, but it is not quite there. Apollyon, it is now your turn. What are you doing?
Getting the hell out of here. Yeah, let's see. 10, 15. Alright, I guess I'm gonna get to right here, move 15 feet.
Okay.
The Ettercap can try to attack me.
Yep. That's a 16, which misses.
Okay. And then I'm going to try to attack at this salamander.
The salamander, that's the one that's kind of hanging off the side of the wall right there.
Can I reach it?
Yeah, you can reach it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna try to attack it. 15.
15 just hits.
Let's see, that's 12, 15, 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. You slash into the salamander with that first swing of your scimitar.
And I'll attack the second time. 14 this time.
14 does not hit.
All right.
Oh, so 15 must beat AC.
Yep, and then I'll use the rest of my movement to back up over here.
Okay, and as you do, it does get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That's a 24.
Oof.
Plus the fire from hitting it.
Yep, plus the fire from hitting it, which I will do that here in 1 second. 13 points of piercing halved, so that would be 6, and then 4 fire, plus the damage for hitting him, which you hit him once. So that's 4 more points of fire damage. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Ow. These things suck. But that's my turn.
Okay. Okay, next up we do have one more swarm of spiders. It's moving up this way, but then it sees the big group of salamanders over there, and it's just like, fuck that nonsense. You do hear quite a bit of screeching and yelling coming from down that hall, but these guys are just kind of backing up at this point, seeing the salamanders there. It is Jortha's turn. She's going to move, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, down to here. Bonus, or as her action, she's going to move all the way down to the water. She looks back at everyone and says, "Hurry, hurry, get across the river!" Blood, you're up next.
Still a little delirious. He's just going to keep moving away. And he's still just shouting, too, we got to get out of here. Just screaming that over the top of his lungs. He's like, we're not going to start. We have to get the hell out now. And so it's 10, 20, 30. And then he'll dash. And I guess he'll just get right up to the waters. I mean, I guess if he actioned moved, I mean, would he be, I guess, should I just do like an acrobatics to jump the water? Or?
Yes. If you have the movement.
Yeah, because he can always just do his, because he's got action, move, movement, bonus action move too. He can dash.
Go for it.
So that would be a 23.
23. You are able to jump as hard as you can and land in a tumble at the other side. But as you move up towards those spores,
like oh yeah, sure.
The mushrooms explode outward in a gigantic cloud of spores. I need you to make a con saving throw, please.
Oof. Yeah.
6.
That's a 6.
Yeah. So that is a failure.
Of course it is.
So you are currently confused as well.
He's already there. You didn't need to give me the confusion the other way.
Wow. We all knew that Blood was confused. Now we know for sure. But that's it. You cannot take reactions on your turn, and you have to roll a d10 to see what you can do. Okay. We got the salamanders still. This one that Apollyon came running up, sliced at, and then ran off. It's going to be moving towards you, Apollyon.
Bring it.
First attack with its spear. That's a 25 to hit.
Oof. Yeah, that hits.
So 11 points of piercing reduced but to half, so 5, and 4 points of fire damage. Its second attack is with its tail, as it tries to reach around and grapple you.
Not a reach around.
That's a 9, which I assume misses.
Yeah, that's a miss.
That's good, because it would have grappled you.
Yeah, it would have. That's it for its turn. The one behind climbs down off the rock and begins moving forward towards the tunnel, trying to see around its compatriot, but is unable to. Liam, you're up next.
Knowing what I know about these things now, yeah, there's really not much I can do. I'm gonna pull out my longbow and use the last 2 arrows that I have in my quiver. I need to purchase some more. I'm gonna take 2 shots real quick at it.
Okay.
Natural 1 and a soft 20.
20 does hit.
12 piercing. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm right about here.
Okay.
Bonus action, I'm going to do second wind to gain just a little bit of fighter health back.
I like it.
1d10 plus fighter level. Okay. 10 hit points back. All
Nice.
right.
Not too bad.
That's all I got.
Okay. Vale, you're up next.
All right, Vale's going to do the same thing he did last time. He's going to raise his finger and toll the dead at that one. 13.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
failure.
So it's going to be 13 necrotic damage.
13 necrotic damage. The bell rings in this creature's ears, and you see a little bit of flames shoot out the sides of its head as it takes this necrotic damage. It's looking hurt, but it is definitely still alive.
And that's his turn.
Okay. Next up, we come to the salamander that is not in the tunnel, and it's currently just yelling in its strange language something to the others, but it seems to be heading back towards its lava flow. And that's going to be it for its turn. Apollyon, you're up next.
All right. Well, this guy's up in my face, so I'm gonna show him what it means to face the Golden Boi in battle.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack recklessly to gain advantage, and we're gonna go 3 attacks with the scimitar. 1.
Yep, 28's
that's
definitely
an
going to hit. Don't forget to call out your numbers.
2d6 fire.
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez, 9.
Yeah, it hurts when he rolls higher.
So 14 points of damage to the salamander, and you take 9 points of fire damage from that first swipe.
All right, I'm attacking again. That's a 27.
Yeah, definitely going to hit.
$13, 16, 19 more points of damage.
19 more points of damage. This thing is looking massively hurt as you slash a second time into its hide. You also take 6 points of fire damage as you cut through it. It's just burning along your arms and your chest.
Arrgh! You can see Apollyon is fully embracing his barbarian rage here. He doesn't care about the pain and the fire. He's going to attack one more time as his bonus action. A 20.
Definitely going to hit.
$18 more points of damage.
And you take 7. But go ahead and describe how this looks, Apollyon.
As this thing is catching Apollyon on fire, it just seems to enrage him further, and he runs up the front of this beast, slashing at its body as it goes. And as he gets up to the head with a triumphant one big swing, he lobs its head right off and lands back on the ground in like a superhero pose.
And as you land back on the ground, the flames just begin to lick along your body, burning you horribly for those 7 points of damage. But you stagger back as the thing lies dead at your feet.
If only there was
Then
an
I run.
artist that could take an immediate photograph, but there's no painter that draws fast enough, so...
I'll run down here towards Liam.
Okay.
And that's it on my turn.
That's it for your turn. Next up, we come to Jortha.
So what you're saying is he's a flaming minotaur.
He is definitely a flaming minotaur. Jortha jumps as hard as she can, but with an 8, she lands in the middle of the water in the pool and just goes down. It's not that deep, fortunately. It's only about 6 feet deep. She hits the bottom and comes swimming up, kind of coughing. A little too short to actually stand, but she begins swimming the rest of the way and just gets to the shore coughing. That was the rest of her movement to be able to do that, but she has gotten across. Blood from a Stone, it's your turn. You just saw her basically face plant into the river.
I guess I got to, what is it, a D10?
Roll a
I'm rolling?
D10?
Yes,
Yeah.
roll
Yeah.
a d10 for me.
Uh-oh. What's that one?
We haven't had 4.
Okay, so you are currently frozen in place. You cannot move or take actions this turn. You are just stuck where you are. I need you
Okay.
to go ahead and make a con saving throw for me.
Like to think he's just doubled over, like on his knees, maybe on one hand, and it's just he's blood's pouring out of him profusely,
Oh yeah.
and he's still just really fucked up, and he's not going to do anything with that. So
Yep, and your mind is still completely addled. You have no idea where the hell you are.
I mean, he might like look up when he hears your land, and he sees a fucking elf in front of him. So if he can move next time, things could be interesting.
Fair enough, fair enough. You hear screeching and yelling from down the hall. Loud, angry roars. But nothing seems to move beyond that. Liam, it's your turn.
What do they speak, by the way? Or is it just like kind of a beast
I would
thing?
think it's got to be a primordial or something like that.
Primordial, abyssal, something weird.
There is a special language they speak that
There is a special language, and I know none of you
I
speak
guarantee.
it.
Yeah, no one of us is going to take whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, the language is called Ignan. I-G-N-A-N.
Nice. Okay, so getting over here, seeing Blood do exactly what I did earlier, and he's frozen in place. I'm going to try and hop across the river with an 18.
Yep, you definitely are able to make it across the river.
All right, and then I'm next to Blood. With my bonus action, I'd like to grab the glaive off of his back, and he's not fighting me, so that should be easy, yeah?
Yeah, it's probably in his hand, but you could easily take it without him fighting you. He's unable to move or take actions right now.
Right. Would you allow me with my action to give him a healing potion in his paralyzed, bleeding out state?
Yes, you
Would I
can
be
use
able
your
to
action.
swallow it? Well, I guess I do.
He can
Well,
just
I
grab
can-
you and pour it down your throat, dude.
Yeah, I grab the nose, I tilt the head back, do the whole thing.
Yeah, and you can pour a potion down. What potion are you giving them?
I have medium potions, 3d4 plus 3.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Let's see. We'll just add 3 to this. I don't feel like playing with it. 3d4. Plus 3, so you get 9 healing back. And that's about all I can do with my move, but I now have a glaive. The glaive in my hand.
So, Blood, you feel a hand seize your jaw, lift your head up, open your mouth, shove something in it, and you just feel the liquid coming down your throat. Your brain is addled. You have no idea what's going on, and you can't really move, but you feel this, and suddenly a surge of healing goes through your body, and you're not quite bleeding as bad.
Those fucking elves are doing something to him.
That's right. Liam the healer.
You just over doubled what I had. I was down to 7.
Damn, I could have TPK'd you. I should have tried harder.
I was down to 7.
Okay. Veil, it's your turn.
Vale's going to attempt to jump over the river. Acrobatics 21, I'm assuming, makes it.
Yes, definitely.
He does it more stylishly than me? How dare you?
I like to think he almost like floats over and you're just like, is it moving?
And
It's stylized because there's 4 of them doing it simultaneously.
It's like a Chappelle show when he's doing Prince, the basketball skit, and he just like floats down. That's what Vale just fucking did right now. Just...
That's game, blouses.
Apollyon, you're up last.
All right, let's get it. I'm going to try to jump over this. 5, 10, 15, 20. Get there. Acrobatics, you said?
Or athletics, since you're Apollyon.
Oh, cool. I'll do athletics for sure. 14.
14, your feet splash a little bit into the edge of the water, but you make it over across.
Okay, I can make it to right there.
Okay.
I guess. Actually, I'm going to heal myself if I have a healing potion here. Hold on. Did I
guess
not?
since the mushroom.
Oh, I have it. Potion. I have 2 potion of lesser healing. That's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Correct.
I guess since the mushroom already blew his load, they don't have to worry about it, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So I did
Mushroom
that.
7 plus 2, 9 points of healing.
Blood did that for you guys. All right, just want you to know that.
Okay. And as Apollyon drinks the potion, coming over next to the rest of his friends, you all watch and look behind, and you see one of those salamanders beginning to come down that tunnel towards you. It stops right in the edge, looking at the mushrooms over to the river, and it hisses, a strange sort of sound hiss. But it begins to back away. And with that, I think it's a great time to take a break. So good job, everybody. You managed to evade 2 encounters that
when
were
we
set
come
up
back,
separately.
we'll see what Eloise has been doing.
Yes, we will. But stay tuned, everybody. We will be back in about 10 minutes.
Is poor Alyssa still there?
Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, the Faab Five just managed to evade not only a large group of salamanders, but phase spiders and its minions. as the party went off in 2 different directions. However, the party was originally split, and part of that split was Eloise, back at the keep, along with Vulcan and the dwarf, Elvis Presslor. Eloise, you've been with your father for this time. You managed to put out the fire that suddenly sprang into being out of the satchel that you had Mitchell's flyers from.
Mhm.
You had heard a voice in your head saying that Mitchell sends his regards. What have you been doing since then?
After I kicked what was left of the pouch underneath, I think I said the rug or a
Mhm.
piece of furniture or whatever, just to, like, hide that. I'm gonna just keep my focus on trying to make sure Groot's not sneaking up on us, or anyone else. Just anyone sneaking up on us.
Do you just stay in the room that the 3 of you have been in this entire time, and like just keep glancing out the door, or are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick near that doorway and kind of like poke my head out and stuff, but
Sure.
I'm not gonna further split up.
Well, Elvis and Vulcan, once the fire goes away, and you did explain a little bit of what you saw, the dwarf has been very shaken since then. He's gone back to speaking with your father once again. The 2 of them kind of have their heads together as the dwarf is whispering to him. You catch snippets of their conversation, but I'm gonna do the whole spiel once the rest of the group is back. But go ahead and make a perception check, since you're keeping an eye out.
Boo boo. Boop. 11.
The good rolls had to end sometime for you.
At some point.
It has been fairly quiet this time. You keep glancing out, sticking your head into the passageway beyond, looking down towards the main chamber that you had entered through. But in the entire time, you hear nothing. No sounds. No signs that there's any movement whatsoever. It's eerily quiet, in fact.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel any better.
Well, with that in mind, Blood, go ahead and make another D10 roll.
Oh boy.
You're muted, bud.
Am I doing nothing again?
You're doing nothing again. A 2 is you are completely frozen in place, unable to move. Jortha saw you, Liam, take the glaive off of Blood's back.
Yeah.
She says, "Finally, we finally have the glaive. It's been so long. What is...
Well, we still need to watch out for Groot. He's around here somewhere.
Yes, indeed. We need to hurry back to the keep to find your friends. Pick up the cat."
I look to Polly because that's kind of his thing.
Can he speak?
No.
No, not you. I'm looking to Polly. Polly.
But I'm thinking, she's like, just pick up the cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got you, buddy.
Can the cat speak?
No, the cat cannot speak right now.
He's like paralyzed like a board, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
I just pick him up and hoist him on my shoulder.
Does he get to make a save though at the end of his turn? At the end of his
I'd like to think that Apollyon holds him in the way that you're kind of like burping a baby. You know, he's just kind of like right over his shoulder like that.
Mm-hmm. As Apollyon places Blood over his shoulder, and all of you start walking towards Veil. Go ahead, Blood, and make your con saving
11.
throw. 11. No, you're still definitely confused. But your group moves on a little ways. Go ahead and give me another D10 roll, Blood.
Yeah, I'd like to think he's no longer stiff as a board, but we'll find out what's going to happen here. Uh-oh.
Okay, a 7.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's good times.
Yeah, this is fun. So as you're laying across Apollyon's back, you must use your action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within reach, which really is just Apollyon.
Would it be something like if I could drop like within my movement speed, or is it just got to be him?
He's holding you on his shoulder while nobody else is really around you, not that close. You got to do it to him.
Not the plus. It's just a 10. That 2 is for archery.
Okay. So you stab out, pulling out your short sword, trying to stab down an Apollyon, but in your paralyzed state, the blade kind of glances off of his back, and you more just slide the flat of it along his back.
He's just screaming. He's like, "Put me down! I need to get to that fucking elf. She knows where my brother is."
Jortha is just
down.
looking at him like, "What the hell is wrong with your friend?" Well, obviously, I know what's wrong with him.
Same thing that was wrong with me earlier. I'll tell you this, dunking his head in water ain't gonna do shite.
Oh, I don't know. It seemed to work fairly well. Go ahead, Blood. Give me another D10.
I guess should I do a con?
Oh yeah, you should do a con after the last one.
Well, it'll be an 8 if I don't pass.
Well, it's 8 before you do the con save.
Well, this one would have been after the last one.
Well, the con save's after.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'll do another one after the 8, whatever the 8 is.
Okay, now there's enough people that you could probably hit either Liam or Apollyon.
Should I roll? Here,
So,
I'll do a
yeah,
D4. Odds
D4.
are Liam, evens are Apollyon. All right, so it's Apollyon again.
What about me? I want to get hit.
Really want to be in this? All right, we'll do a D6 instead. 1 to 2 is Liam, 3 to 4 is Apollyon, 5 to 6 is fucking Veil. All right, it's fucking Veil.
I like it.
You got something coming, you bastard. What are you doing?
You're hitting my one of my mirrored images.
Well, let's see if we're hitting one of them. I got to take that fucking one. I'll just leave it on 17.
17.
Yep, one of the images poofs. Now I have.
Hey, he's hitting an elf, so he's fucking happy. He's like, God, what the fuck? You got twins? I'll kill every single one.
You see quite a few elves around you right now. Blood from a stone.
I think he's still just he's not even registered who these people are. He's just still he's fucked up right now.
Go ahead and make me another D10 roll. This is kind of fun.
I'll do a con for that. See if he can get. Probably gonna be low again. Yeah. God damn. What is with the con saves? I think 11's my highest. All right, we're attacking somebody again.
Another attack. Who you gonna hit?
I guess
you
since
can
I got
hit everybody.
I'll do a D4 this time. So starting with Liam, 1, Apollyon 2, Veil 3, 4, Jortha. Sorry, buddy. I know it's not going to hit you, but let me take the fucking tree off.
I was gonna be like, swing it.
21.
That's not going to hit him though.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah, you have an AC of 22, you bastard.
Nah, I would like that he's not used to all this fucking melee shit. He's probably
I
getting a
like
little
to think
tired
that
now.
he's just like
Hey, he got
squirming
it.
around on Apollyon's back, and Apollyon's like just like brushing
Call-
his
call
arm
that
back.
number
like, whoa,
out,
whoa,
man.
all right, all right.
It's an 18 this time. I'm assuming that. I think that was what Liam got.
Finally, at long last, the spores clear from your mind, and you are no longer confused. You are still being held by Apollyon over the shoulder after slashing at all of your friends at least once.
Put me down, buddy. You can put me down.
All right, all right. You gonna behave yourself?
He's from my brother's dead. He's not here. You okay?
You were yelling
all right.
some very disturbing things, Blood from a Stone.
I'd watch it, Elf. Still don't like your kind much.
That is
But
half
that was-
elf tabaxi.
Yeah, and you know what? It was a half elf that betrayed my brother and I.
But that was
So,
not me, so leave
I
your
know.
racial prejudices
Oh,
to yourself.
I will do whatever I have to. I'm not going to listen to your horse shit. I grabbed that fucking
Vale just
glaive.
kind of
Look
backs
what
up.
happened to me. No, Vale, you're okay. I know you're fucked up. It's all right.
Well, with all this half elf talk,
Just leave me be for a minute. I'll just walk ahead. I will be there.
So you're walking ahead, or you're
He's gonna be like 10 feet behind them.
Gotcha.
He just wants to be alone for a second.
Okay. But with Blood from a Stone hanging back, a lot of stuff weighing on his mind, your group make your way out from the tunnels back towards the keep, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess maybe he'll remember it this time that they're coming back, and he's just gonna say it in a little stone. He's like, "Eloise, we got the glaive. We're on our way back. We didn't find Grood."
As soon as the stone starts talking, Eloise is just gonna go, ah! Because I've been focusing on everything else.
So you
Then-
probably just hear a bit of a eek coming back from the stone.
I feel like that's about right.
And then, oh, thank God. And then I'll tell Logan if he didn't hear it. Just let him know that they're on their way back.
I don't know. What,
I'm gonna-
don't say it out loud, or is it something like she has to?
No, it's actually like in your head.
That's the thing. I don't know if it's
Yeah, okay.
out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like
I'm
a
going to tell
walkie-talkie.
Vulcan, and then I'm going to leave the room and go down the hallway towards the front door and wait there.
Okay. Well, as you make your way out the door and head towards the front door of the keep, you do notice that you all left all the doors open as you ran through into the keep. You step outside and look around. The big double doors to the outer wall is still closed. From your position, Eloise, you can see the two double doors, massive structures of wood, trimmed with iron and fortified, and there is a gigantic beam across the two doors, locking it in place. That the door is closed.
But you didn't do that.
It was like that when you got there.
But then how do we get in if the door was locked?
You were flying.
You flew over the wall. Remember, you flew over the wall and landed on
like
the
the
other
doors
side.
to the wall.
Yeah,
oh.
the doors to the
Yeah.
wall.
No, I'm still inside I'm still like inside.
Right, he's telling you the gate to the keep, the main entrance, is locked and barred right now.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
You get me now? This door, the door to the keep is open.
Yeah.
You went through it. The door down here to the wall is closed.
Yeah. Oh, fiddlesticks.
The rest of your group, as you're making your way towards the exit to into the chamber, You do see Vale's zombie horde shuffling their way along the tunnel about halfway towards your group as you're all making your way back.
So Vale, relieved, says, finally. And said, I've been standing for way too long. Assume the position, and they all get into the form of a chair for me and carry me.
And I imagine you probably get your portable hole back from them, too.
Yeah, I take it out, and I kind of scoff at the one who just kind of folded it up weird, and I said, that's not how you use this, and I have to fold it back up nice and neat and put it in my breast pocket. And
if only zombies could talk back.
Oh, they'd get slapped more if they could.
Probably.
Vale says, as he holds the crop in his hand, and the skeleton just moseys over near Liam.
Fist bump.
As you're all walking and step out into the chamber, Jortha comes over to you, Liam, as you're holding the glaive, and she says, "Let me hold this a moment."
It's far safer in my hands, sweetheart. I don't think so.
Don't be childish. I will give it back to you.
All right. This is what they call an olive branch. You give it back, and I hand it over.
She takes it and kind of strokes it reverently for a little bit as she's looking at it. Believe me, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to strike you down with this weapon and take it back to my home myself. Unfortunately, I need your group's help. And if you must be a child about it, I will let you hold it. But
I'm not being a child about it, sweetheart. I've trained with this thing. I understand the glaive as better than any other in this area. There's no one that can wield it like me. That tiefling back there? Oh, you're lucky it wasn't me wielding it, sweetheart.
And this
is my weapon of choice. You understand that? It's not playing around. I don't want you to kill yourself or stab yourself with it. You're not trained.
In this you are not wrong. No one has been trained with this, apart from you, it seems, and your time using it, and carrying it with you. And this is the only reason why I hand this back to you. But then she looks at it one more time and kind of holds it up and she says, this weapon has been in our monastery longer than any of us has lived. It must be replaced. If not, you know what what's the word I'm looking for? I just had it and I blanked. Don't you hate that?
Repercussions?
Thank you. Repercussions. You know what the repercussions will be if we do not return it. She brings the blade up to her lips and kind of kisses it reverently for a moment. And then she hands it back to you, Liam. And she says, do not prove my faith in you misplaced again.
You want some assurance that I'm not going to run off with this weapon. Is that what you're saying?
She looks at you one more time and she says, I have no assurances with you, Liam.
My word is the only thing that I can hold true. And as my word was not that great in the past, I'm on a mission of redemption right now. And if I give my life replacing this glaive, I will consider it a good life. It will be my redemption, and maybe the next life will not be so cruel to me if I were able to possibly get this back and then save another 10, 12,000 lives, whatever I'm responsible for. Trust me, that's weighing on me, sweetheart. I may not show it up in my face, but trust me. It hurts. This glaive is going where it belongs.
She just gives you a long, measuring look as anesthetic says, consequences.
Like to think if she looked forward, she would probably see right about now Blood lowering his crossbow as he sees that Liam's accepted the weapon back and she's not going to make a fuss of it. And then he's just going to keep walking. He was ready to kill her.
And in that moment, a giant earthquake hits the entire area. Rocks begin to crack open, and one just drops down on Blood from a Stone with a splat.
Half elves are really hard to
like it
determine
right
their
now.
age, right?
They're easier than elves.
Okay.
Elves can live up to 1,000 years or more. Half elves, if they live past around 250 or so, they're lucky. Jortha is very young. They do mature about the same rate as a human, but she's definitely on the younger side of things. Probably younger than you.
Younger than me.
Well, how old are you?
27.
Yeah, younger than you.
Oh, wow. That's very young. Okay, I won't. All right, yeah. She
Well,
looks about the
27.
same age as me as being a half elf, then. That's fine.
More or less,
Okay.
yeah. Around that same time period.
Okay. Well, I got the glaive back. We're moving towards the keep. Is the door opening, or what's going on over there?
What is going on over there, Eloise? You've been standing there at the edge of the keep and in the doorway looking out. What have you been doing?
I mean, how big of a beam is it?
Have you ever seen a 6-foot long 4x4?
Yeah.
Like that?
Like something
Okay.
that holds up a deck.
Yeah.
So not too terrible.
I mean, it probably doesn't weigh the same amount you do, but it's big and
No,
heavy.
but I mean, with leverage, it's not terribly difficult to like,
Doesn't Eloise have
lean
a
it and
+3
slide
strength?
it and topple
She's
it.
got a Goliath with her.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
she's
also
not
got, like-
alone.
I think you got like a 16 in your strength column. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
That's
fine.
fine. Can I hear their voices chit-chatting
You
while they're
cannot.
on their way?
You
Okay.
cannot.
I have no idea if they're there yet or not.
You don't.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna wait.
Fair enough.
until-
You're just waiting, watching. Make a perception check.
Okie dokie. Perception. 25.
25. You're peeking out the door, listening, straining to hear anything. And at the very edge of your hearing, you hear an echo. An annoying sort of cackle that's somehow endearing at the same time.
Okay. Alright. And I'm just gonna shout out, guys, is that you? Just gonna shout it.
And you hear, guys, is that you? Guys, is that you? Guys, is that you? Guys, is that you? Guys, is that you?
Hi!
Can would we hear that?
This cave is really echoey.
Oh God. Okay.
This game is really echoey, echoey.
Really?
Yo, we're back.
Oh,
Hard to mistake Apollyon.
It is hard to mistake Apollyon. Eventually, the group begins to make their way across the wide open cavern where Presslor's keep lies. After about 5 or 6 minutes, the group does see the edge of the wall. And Eloise, you can hear their voices chattering, seeming rather triumphant in their elation. You go running over to the door in the wall, Make a athletics check for me, please.
Athletics. 14.
You're straining as hard as you can, trying to push up that wooden beam. It begins to lift, and then you realize Vulcan's standing right next to you, just lifting it with one hand. The door opens, and he says, I closed the door, and I told Presslor to lock it, so it's about as much as we can do, but I figured you might need me out here.
Does he still have light, though? Is the room lit? There's no shadows?
There is no shadows. The room
Okay.
is still lit. I moved
Okay,
it.
okay.
It's in there.
Okay. Good.
The doors open, and the rest of and you do see Blood in the lead, but the rest of the group. Veil on his mountain of zombies. Liam walking next to a broken up goblin skeleton, and Jortha behind. Apollyon still looking around in that trepidatious sort of "where's my fucking javelin" look that he's trying to scan as he makes his way towards it. But eventually, all your group makes
Right,
it
I'm
past
looking
the
for the
door.
javelin.
Makes it
Don't
past
worry,
the
Apollyon.
door.
I can help you find it tomorrow.
Why?
Mañana.
Indeed.
All you gotta do is ask, buddy.
Javelin around here? I threw it earlier in the battle.
I'll help you look, bud. I was gonna go for those bodies anyway, so. I guess. I mean, should I do an investigation for the bodies, or should I do a perception for helping him find it, or?
It depends on what you're wanting to do.
You know what? I'll help him find his thing first. So that'd be a perception now, or investigation to help look for it.
Mm-hmm. It's
I
a
see.
perception check.
I mean, it's gotta just be on the ground somewhere, right?
That's 22.
Unless somebody picked it up.
Yeah, the two of you are walking around in this general area over here around the keep, looking for where Apollyon suspected he threw his javelin. You spend about 5 minutes or so walking around it, while the rest of the group heads inside the keep. Liam, are you? You're kind of lingering back. It looks like.
Roll 20 is reloading for me, but I probably will just sit against the wall with the goblin skeleton, start passing drinks back and forth.
Fair enough. What are you drinking on right now?
Let me look into my thing. I think I have some fine bourbon that I think is, I've got the glaive, a little celebratory drink would be worthy. Still reloading. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Do. Oh yeah, I've got it written down as nice rum. I think it came from Blood. I've got 2 bottles of whiskey and some nice rum. I keep a nice little stash going on.
Yeah, you do.
Whiskey.
You're just sitting there drinking on that bottle, passing it to the goblin, who lifts it up to his face, and a little bit pours down along its bones, and then it passes.
One for
back
my
to you.
homie.
Yeah. Apollyon, you and Blood, you're looking around, trying to find that javelin that you threw, but even Blood helping out with his 22. He eventually, after about 10 minutes of walking around looking, he announces, "I can't seem to find it anywhere."
Yeah, I mean, somebody took it. But I got the best eyes here, pal, and if I can't find it, it means it's not here. So I think someone took it.
Ooh, that Grood's making me angry now. Let's go see if there's anything on these bodies.
Are the bodies even still there, or did you just not move them? Maybe
The bodies are still there. They have not
Okay.
been moved at all. Go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage, since I assume Liam and Apollyon are helping out.
Polly's helping. I'm not.
Well, fine, Apollyon's helping.
23.
Just give blood advantage. That's fine.
Yeah. With a 23, there are 3 shadow monks in this region. One of them was wielding a quarterstaff. The other 2 are wielding short swords. The monk style of short swords. You know, those long, thin, crouching tiger, hidden dragon style short swords. That's what they have. They also have darts on them, 5 each, which you can mark down that you took. In total, they had...
Is that for all 4 of these guys? They had 5 each?
There's 3 of them.
Okay. I saw 4 X'd out. That's what I was asking.
Well, there's the 4th one is one of the dwarves. I'll get to him in a second.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Okay. You find a total of 70 gold and 140 silver between the 3 of them. Okay?
Anything else special, or just basic shit?
It's all basic shit. They do have a few other things. That you do find one Cure Light Wounds potion, but other than that, there's not a lot that is really interesting.
That's a minor, right?
Yeah, a minor healing potion. The dwarf has a longbow, an adamantine an adamantine hand axe. Not a short sword, a hand axe.
Oh.
He was also wearing adamantine chain shirt that has a very large slash through it. I'm sorry.
I'll take that axe.
I do see a 4th shadow monk over here. That one also has a quarterstaff. And
it's 2 quarterstaffs. Okay.
Yeah, 2 quarterstaffs. Each one had 5 darts on them total. Most of the stuff is your general monk shit, you know, backpack, bedroll, rations, things like that. The dwarf, like I said, had a longbow, an adamantine hand axe, and adamantine chain shirt.
Damaged.
Vale's gonna start scooping bodies.
I'll take that adamantine hand axe. What are the stats for that?
Adamantine are basically the same thing as the regular one, except they do extra damage to like structures, inanimate objects, that sort of thing.
And also, doesn't that get around the non-magical damage for certain creatures?
It does.
So it acts like magical, but it doesn't do special shit, magic damage.
Speaking of weapons,
never mind, I don't really need that. You can just play with everything else.
Do you have a handout for the glaive or something like that?
I do, actually.
Vale's gonna walk around and start scooping bodies into the hole.
However, for right now, because you haven't identified it, you haven't attuned to it, you haven't done anything with it. It's just the stats of a regular glaive. It's a 1d10 slashing weapon.
Okay.
You can just put on your sheet that you have the copper glaive.
Deal.
But I do have a sheet for it prepared. Total Veil. There are 4 shadow monk bodies that you're able to find. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of dwarven bodies, all spread out among the keep. And if you're gonna, are you all spending the rest of your time kind of exploring, looking around for bodies, Veil, or are you just collecting what's in front?
Well, I would say we kind of make a grid, or a line at least, and search through. That way, we could also, if for some reason we could find Apollyon's javelin, we'd be able to do that. And then make sure we don't miss anything. If you guys agree.
Sure, yeah.
I can hopefully find Apollyon's javelin, but it'll have to wait till tomorrow. Or at least until after we get a rest in.
Okay. Well, just to make things quicker, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total dwarf bodies of the people who were with Presslor. Most of them were equipped with adamantine chain shirts that are damaged from the attack. Each one of them had a long sword. Each one had a different adamantine weapon. You find 2 more hand axes, 1 battle axe, 1 short sword, and 1 long sword. I think that's 6. In total, tossing the bodies, because I know how you all are.
Such a bad person. You gotta say it like that.
That's right. You know how we are.
Is you find a total of 87 gold pieces and twice that in silver.
$67, $174 silver.
You also find 1 minor healing potion and 1 lesser healing potion among them. You did find a couple more, but they were broken and unable to be used. It seems they all carried one, but not all of them got to use them. Vulcan, who was outside waiting with Eloise, looks over to you all and he says, I assume that your mission was a success and you found the glaive. Is that what that is, Liam?
Hi! Hold it up high. Nice little stab to the sky.
He kind of looks at it thoughtfully. He looks over to Jortha, Jortha is smiling quite broadly. This is the first time you've actually seen her looking other than pissed off in the 2 days the group has been with her.
Who's bleeding right now? Who's still bleeding?
Pretty much everybody. Everyone looks fucked
everybody.
up. And
Blood's probably the worst. Blood's covered in blood, we'll say that.
Okay. What are you supposed to have? Okay.
Yeah, let's take a look at what Vulcan can do to...
I mean, are we going to rest here for the night?
Well, if you ask that out loud is...
yes.
Let's see, Vulcan... Blood, he walks over to you and he's going to pump a 4th level cure wounds in you. That's the last of his 4th level spells.
6.
So 26 points of healing. He walks over to Jortha and he's going to cast it at 5th level for her. No, she's actually weaker. 3rd level for her. Okay, and that's a 17. That's it on his 3rd level spells. Apollyon, he's going to come find you and cast it at 5th level. So that's 25 points of healing.
Thank you.
How about, does anybody else need it? Veil, how are you looking?
Yeah, Vale staggers over and clutching his hand and reveals a small paper cut sized wound. It's yeah.
Okay, he'll cast a level 1 cure wounds, so that's 9 points healing.
All right, thank you.
Okay, who still needs healing? Because
Have you
Logan
gotten
just
good
took-
berries?
stole my thunder.
Sorry.
Well,
Go for it.
Vale's still the wound is all but healed. There might be a little drop left. He's got 4 hit points needing to be healed.
Okay, and everyone else? Still looking battered
I
and
mean,
bruised or looking okay?
I'm pretty hurt.
I'm hurt, but whatever.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check, Eloise.
Yeah.
Can't look, weak in front of his girl.
Done.
Yeah, it's hard to tell between Liam, Blood, and Apollyon. They all seem pretty damn hurt.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You can't really
great.
tell which one's worse.
I only have 2 level 4 spells.
You just get Blood. He's gonna hold up his hand. He's just wave you off, and
Okay.
like, I'm fine.
I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 4 on Apollyon. 22 of healing. Whoa. And then...
Oh, great. My deception just beat your insight. I'm fine.
And then level 4 to Liam. 26 to Liam.
Holy ballsack.
Those are my level 4 spells, and my last level 3 spell shall go to Blood.
He's
bad.
telling you no. Well, you got to touch him, so you got to catch him.
Oh, are you trying to get away from her?
He's telling her, it's like, save that shit for somebody else.
Or
Somebody might
for
actually need that.
surprise attack.
Yeah,
You
go
might need
ahead.
the spell slot.
I'd say, Eloise, you healed Apollyon and Liam, and you walk
Mhm.
towards Veil, or Blood, and he's just like backing off, trying to say, no, I don't need this. Go ahead and make just a straight attack roll with your dexterity, with whatever you want. I don't care. And Blood, make an acrobatics check.
Turn off advantage.
No way I'm gonna catch him. Oh, I got so close though! My fingers brushed through his hair. His fur.
Your fingers brush through his fur, and I'm going to allow it. With that brief touch, you're able to pump a cure wounds into him.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna make him
Because
happier and
fuck
cast
you,
it just
Blood.
at level 1. There you go. You got 5 points of healing.
You fucking anger heal me?
Anger
God.
heal you.
He's just he feels it. He's like, he looks at it. He's like, you might need that for somebody else.
I can cast more spells. I'm not fully tapped out. I'm nearly tapped out,
when it
but
comes down to it, trust me, he ain't gonna find me if push comes to shove.
Yeah, he's a weird one. If he weren't paralyzed, I wouldn't be able to shove a potion down his throat.
it's fine. Are we sleeping here tonight? Or are we gonna rest here before we try to move Pressler?
So
Oh yeah, you guys
I've
don't
already
even know that
started my
he's alive yet.
ritual.
Oh yeah, he's alive, by the way.
How long were you guys searching for the lightning rod spear thing?
Didn't you say like 15 minutes?
10-15 minutes or so.
I mean, with the 22, Blood didn't find it. So it's gone.
Fair enough.
And we can keep looking, but
I have a spell for that, but we have to wait until after we rest. So are we resting here? Especially now that
Good.
I'm pretty sure my father's blown through almost all of his spells.
Well, as you're saying that, all of you in that moment try to suppress. Some of you might fail, but you all try to suppress a large yawn. It's been a long day. You've been traveling a very long time. You've then fought a massive group of battles, one after another. All of you are feeling the effects of exhaustion right now.
Dale, are you able to cast the hut?
So, you look over at Vale and you realize that he is got a little brazier with him, and he's got some charcoal and incense and herbs, and he's some smoke's coming up, and his eyes are glazed over, and he's been in this trance for a few minutes now, and it doesn't look like he's getting out of it until his ritual's complete and he gets Jareth back.
So he's got an hour of just sitting there, just so y'all know.
Okay, well, why don't you guys, maybe we can check out some of the rooms. Maybe we can find a slightly bigger one, and all of us will fit in it, and we can have a rest before we move on.
I'm intentionally trying to spend 30 minutes just sitting down drinking so I can get my key points back. So let me know when that time passes.
Okay. So sitting outside the stone keep of Elvis Preslor, Vale just sits down, surrounded by his zombies, pulls out his brazier, and begins casting the fine familiar
we didn't
spell.
move inside for this?
No, this is happening outside. Liam is leaning up against the wall of the outer wall, just sitting there with his back against it, drinking as hard as he can. Vulcan is looking at the rest of the group. He's more looking over Apollyon right now, who still seems pretty damn hurt. He's kind of checking Apollyon to make sure that you're still alive, doing all right.
I'm doing all right. I'll survive.
You could roll some hit dice, right? Well, we're technically taking a short rest.
Well, you're not taking a short rest. You're focusing on
You're
the
right.
spell, but the rest of the group, if everyone's sitting there waiting for an hour, yes, you could take a long rest, or a short rest, I mean, sitting outside the keep. But are you wanting to do anything during that time?
Nothing I had planned.
As the goblin zombie or goblin skeleton kind of reaches his little messed up hand over towards you, indicating he wants a swig of the whiskey.
Oh yeah, passing it over freely.
It goes right through his jaw, down his rib cage, and onto his hip, and onto his pelvic bone as he sits there with you.
Does this area it's all wide open out here? It's like a courtyard?
Yeah, this is a courtyard between the wall and the inner keep itself.
Are you still sitting on your throne of zombies, or are they just kind of staring at you slackjaw while you do your thing? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm in the middle on the floor, kind of like sitting Indian style, and they're around me. Just kind of protecting me, I guess.
So weird, just so freaking weird.
What does that mean? Sitting? You mean like crisscross?
Crisscross applesauce.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I've never heard it said like that before. I was like, wait, what?
It's an American microaggression. We tend to ignore it.
No,
crisscross applesauce is the proper term.
We need a shorter word for that.
Just crisscross. Just crisscross. Are there torches or sconces outside?
There are not. It is. I mean, are there some? Yes, there are. Are they lit? No.
Cool. I'm gonna light them while we're waiting.
Probably a good idea. There's two at the door to the keep itself. There's two on either side of the doors to the outer wall of the keep. So you could light all 6 of them if you wanted to.
100%. I'm lighting those suckers. And if there are any inside along the hallways and like in that front room, I'm going to do that. Light those too.
You can find candles going throughout the keep. While the dwarves themselves tend to not use them because they really don't need them. They are there and they are able to be used. There's a few in the central chamber itself. Are you spending your time exploring while you're going through, or what do you do?
While we're waiting, yeah. I'm also still keeping an eye and an ear out for Grood.
There
and
are
making sure that Elvis doesn't like, I don't know, make any surprise noises.
Okay.
As we're going down the halls, I'll be snapping my fingers and like lighting all the sconces and everything with prestidigitation.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at this, studying this glaive. Does it have any like writing on it or anything like that? Any type of runes or something that would imply it's more than it is?
Whoa.
That's weird.
Yeah. I dropped into black too.
I just moved my piece and my lighting came back. That was really weird.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, he's fucking back. He's trapped magical darkness on us. What are we gonna do?
weird.
Yeah. So.
Roll-20 is fun sometimes.
Yeah, the way I wrote this, it's a bronze glaive, pretty sweet. Got a red handle. Is there, now that I've got a second to look at it, is there anything else to it that I need to investigate, or just perception and something like that?
You can go ahead and make an investigation check if you're examining the glaive itself.
Yeah, in between drinks, and take a couple glances at this guy. For an 8.
You looking over the glaive, running your hands over it. The entire piece seems to be one solid chunk of metal that's been forged into this shape. You don't see any seams or anything that implies that it might have been put together or anything like that. It seems like one solid piece of copper that's been pounded into this shape. You do not see any runes or anything like that along the hilt or along the blade itself. It's actually very unornate, almost as if it's purposely not been inscribed with anything.
Interesting. Okay.
Eloise and Apollyon, the two of you make your way into the central entryway of this keep. Start lighting candles and that sort of things as you move through there. In total, you can actually walk around and look throughout this keep. There's quite a few areas to explore. There's a kitchen, a dining room, a small library. Towards the back, there's a section that contains large barrels, what you assume to be kegs, filled with you don't know what. You find a forge, several offices, and a couple bed chambers as well. There is a total of 4 floors in the keep. The second floor has another library, a bunch more bedrooms. The third floor, the same, a training room, more bedrooms. The fourth floor opens up into the upper level to see the outside, the entirety of the chamber from a much higher distance. Since Presslor is currently laying in bed, he's can't really stop you all, and you have free run of the place. So go ahead and make investigation checks with advantage, Eloise and Apollyon. One of the two
All
of
right.
you. Okay.
Cool.
You kind of start searching through all the stuff that's in this area, and of course the damn handout's not opening for me, so I have to reset. I love Roll-20. Do. Just waiting for things to load. Still waiting for things to load.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. My question is: Are your group's basically kind of tossing the whole keep?
Yeah. Basically. You know we're not careful about anything.
Yeah, this is true. In total, searching the entirety of the keep over the course of an hour, that Veil needs to cast a spell, you find several sacks of money. In total, you find 6,000 gold pieces, 800 silver pieces, and 2,000 copper pieces. You find a copper medallion set with quartz. You find a nice pair of brocade gloves trimmed in fox fur. You find a very ornate dwarven shield. You find a pair of glasses, actual spectacles, made of crystal, laying on a table or on a desk in one of the rooms. You find a very nice and ornate looking short bow, an absolutely beautifully ornate longbow, and several more longbows along inside the forge in this room, or in this keep.
Does the shield look nicer than mine? More effective than mine?
What kind of? Yeah, I didn't hear. I'm writing it all down. What was the shield part? Sorry.
It was just a dwarven ornate shield.
Yeah, an ornate dwarven shield. What type of shield do you have, Eloise?
I just have a +1.
I mean, it's ornate in its crafting,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems fairly similar.
Ooh.
Knock on the shield.
Well, keep it.
No. Oh yeah.
Someone who uses a shield.
Look at the spectacles. I'm just gonna put the spectacles
He's
on.
black with blood all over.
And when you put on the glasses, Eloise, it's almost as if your eyes telescope a little bit, and you can see things a little bit more clearly.
Whoa.
If there was anything else in the thing,
Is everything in kaleidoscope form?
A little bit. Like, when you put on someone else's prescription and it makes your eyes feel a little weird? It's kind of like that.
This is a lot of gold, guys. Should we just be taking this?
He's alive, isn't he? Well, I guess I'm not in there, so.
Oh no, we're gonna bring everything back.
Yeah, it's like he's alive.
We did save his life, but I mean, they're just metal bits. Who cares?
I guess you're right.
Look at this longbow.
It's not like the Conclave was going to pay us much for this.
I guess maybe at this point he'd find his way inside if you guys are looking for goodies.
Well, as you've been doing this, you do hear a voice calling out from that back room. Hello? Hello? Is anyone out there? Where'd you go?
I'm just gonna go peek my head in.
Where's he in?
Now, where'd you all go?
Oh, well, I went to let in my friends, because they went after the people who were attacking you, and so they came back. I guess they're all dead. Well, except for Groot. We're still worried about him, but we were just healing everybody and making sure everything's okay, and I think my friend's trying to summon his pet owl back. Oh, Jareth is so cool. You're gonna love it when you meet him.
There's more of you.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you bring y'all in here? Let me talk to you. But I think
But
that's
we're gonna have
actually
to wait for my friend.
yeah. I think that's actually a good place to end things for this evening because it is 10 o'clock. I'm just now looking down and seeing. So we'll pick things up next week. The owl is resummoned. We'll say in that time period that you're all basically looting this poor man's keep as he lays on his deathbed. But yeah,
Cheers! Welcome back.
good
We'll
job.
leave our calling card.
Well, you can't, but you don't know that yet. You'll find out.
I guess
Anyway.
we did get a short rest here, though. It's technically.
Yeah, those of
Yeah,
you
well.
who weren't exploring the keep could have taken a short rest.
But I want to
Yeah.
take a long rest.
We're gonna take a long rest.
A long rest.
Well,
Don't worry, we'll take a long rest.
I'm sure you'll be taking a long rest next session. But for now, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We absolutely appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back next week at 7 o'clock for more insanity as the Faab Five figure out what they're going to do next and, I suppose, make their way eventually to Bradfordshire. So on behalf of everybody here, I just want to say thank you for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
Happy final day of Hanukkah.
Indeed.
Peace.